Hello, this is Laura from Connected Child, and I'm here answering questions today that have been posted on my page. So we have Esme here who's asked, my question is, right before my stepdaughter throws a tantrum, she gives no warning. Why is that? She can be set off from just the word no, or we can't do that right now, or even teachers having her do work at school, and she's 8 years old. But she's also bipolar, isn't she? That's what you said, Esme. So I am sorry to hear that it's obviously a chronic situation and really difficult for you, because a child who's temper tantruming at 8 is much harder to handle than a 2-year-old that we normally expect. First of all, because they're bigger, and also because it's aggravating when we don't expect that from a child of that age, and there's this constant power struggles which are hard for the child and hard for the parent, and at some point you just get exhausted with it all. And it's really hard not to say no or restrict your language to such an extent that you're treading on eggshells with a child like that. And of course it's hard for the teachers as well, because they're directing children all the time, and it's hard for them to monitor their language as well, so that it's just right for her. And clearly there's a lot that's not right for her. She's having some big feelings there. So why is that, you ask? Why is she acting like that? So the thing that Dr. Neufeld talks about is the concept of counterwill. And counterwill is an instinct which we all have. Little babies have it, children have it, adolescents have it, adults have it. It's an instinct to protect us from a situation that we don't feel comfortable in. So if you've ever asked a friend out for a meal or a drink or something, and they immediately say to you, oh, no, I can't do that, that's counterwill. That is, they feel defended, they're in reaction. Something's not right for them, they don't want to do something. Well, in adults, that's all very well. That's not a temper tantrum, but in an 8-year-old, every time that you say no to her, that she's having this enormous reaction, and immediately from 0 to 10 in 1 second, that's the kind of situation I think you're describing, just immediately reacting to something that she's used to hearing from you. And parents talk no all the time, but she's not handling it well. And the answer is that she's got masses of counterwill. Her defense system is up there. And if she's had this diagnosis of bipolar, then I would predict that she's got quite an active and overstimulated alarm system. There's a lot of stress going on in her little life. Maybe not now even, but certainly in the past. And with my clients, I explore, what's been going on? Why is she so alarmed and sensitive? Maybe she is just sensitive, but normally there are stresses in the environment that re-stimulate our children. And in this case, she's reacting to every little thing. And it's very hard to teach a child like that. The teacher's probably finding it really hard to teach her and manage her in the classroom situation. And she's obviously difficult at home as well, because you have to be really careful what you say. So that sort of explains it, this idea of counterwill, such a useful term to understand why children just react, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it seems, often their first words are no. It's just a natural, instinctive reaction to a situation they are feeling is too much for them. And the barriers come down, the defense goes up, surrounds them, and they protect themselves by running away, by saying no, by being really clear that this is not working for them. So that's your short answer, really. And as for what you do about it, there's plenty to say, of course, but that's the point, is that she's feeling very frustrated, alarmed, and it's just too uncomfortable for her at this point. So something needs to be done to loosen those emotions, those defense systems, to bring that defense system down. Before you do that, you have to build the emotional cup and build the connection up before you do any of that, bringing the defenses down. So I hope that gives you some food for thought, Esme, and there's a lot there to talk about. If you want to jump on a call with me, feel free to book a session. But it just gives you an idea that you may not have thought about before, because it's not well known, this idea of counterwill. So there we go. I hope that's been of some use to you today. Bye for now.